So everyone's telling you to cancel your gym membership in the personal finance world, but I'm against it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Life You Have with Tez. That's me. And today we're going to talk about Health is Wealth, Lil B, a gym starter kit. That stands for low income, low budget. So let's talk about it. Number one, going to the gym promotes positive body images. There's a whole bunch of insane people on social media that tell you that going to the gym promotes unhealthy and unrealistic body images. And I'm just like, huh? Well, that doesn't make any sense. They say that it promotes unrealistic body shapes. But if you don't work out and you don't take care of yourself, then you know what shape you're gonna look like? A potato chip. And you know what? The only potato chip you should wanna look like is a Dorito. Like the wider shoulders and the tapered lower half. Now, I say go to the gym because, let's be honest, you're not gonna work out at home. You have all this access to all these YouTube workouts that realistically have been around since Jesus was born. They've been on YouTube that long. So if you weren't watching them then, you weren't watching them last year, and you're not watching them now, then don't try to pretend like you're just gonna just all of a sudden start doing some push-up. Number one, you don't know what you're doing. You need to go to a gym. You need to figure out proper form and proper etiquette so you don't hurt yourself. If you're brand new at doing something, just because you watch somebody say do this and do that does not mean you know what you're doing. When you see others at the gym getting it in, something inside of you triggers and it makes you want to do it too. That's why everyone loves the Rocky training montage scenes. It inspires you that you can be better.
That you can do better.
But you're lazy. Or you just don't want to put in the work. And it's probably just too complicated because you're like, where do I start? Well, that's a good question, my friend. I'm glad you asked. I call this low income, low budget. Lil B, the base god. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So most overweight people are on low income, or they live in low income areas where the food is generally lower quality and it's cheaper. So these are the people that I'm really targeting. Like, sometimes I don't feel like going to the House of Gains. I don't. But there's one thing that I do when I know I should go, but I don't want to go. I take what's called pre-workout. Pre-workout basically is like a jump start to your body. It contains this funny little substance called
beta-alanine.
It makes you tingle and it makes you feel like you must lift. You must lift something immediately. Your car, your wife, the refrigerator. Something must be lifted to get this crazy feeling out of you. And it's tingles. It starts like in your neck and your face and your eyes start tingling. But it's a good tingle. It's not weird. Not like man in the question mark suit weird. But it's hard to describe. But it's a tingling feeling that makes you want to go do something. All you gotta do is
mix it with water.
Now, I was looking around when I was getting ready for this video to see how much this stuff would be if I was just starting out. So I looked up Cellucor C4 at Walmart. It costs $19.92. That's 30 servings. That means this stuff lasts a pretty good while. It'll last you even longer if you do this one thing. Take it and half up the recommended dose. So instead of getting a full cap size, you end up getting a half cap of a size, which means now you have 60 servings. The reason why you want to half up the size of pre-workouts because you don't know if you'll have any kind of reactions to it. Like that tingling feeling might also be something
that's hurting you too.
Some people might have an allergic reaction to that chemical, beta-alanine. Then when you start getting used to it, then you start cycling up until you get to the full recommended dose. It also has no sugar, which is good because you will not crash by drinking it. But the thing is if you take it on an empty stomach, such as like early in the morning, then you go to the gym, you're gonna feel that because your body's gonna start reaching for stuff. Like once you start coming down off of this pre-workout, your body's gonna be looking for stuff in your stomach, and then you're gonna start getting mad because you're hungry, and now your body's burning whatever it can find. I noticed with the one that I'm taking now, which is the Ghost Sour Patch Red Berry, but it doesn't taste like a Sour Patch Kid coming from a guy who eats candy. But it has no sugar in it, and I can feel that beta-alanine, but it's very weak. But yes, so that one has no sugar in it, and I can definitely taste that it didn't have any sugar, but there are better tasting ones out there. That's along the side. Anyway, so now we're at $20 for your motivation, which is the thing that's gonna get you up and get you out the house. If nothing else works for you, drinking some of that will will make you, that's what it'll do for you. You'll do that, and then you'll just be like, I gotta get out of here. So not bad. Now we need to find a gym. Oh, look, Planet Fitness. It's $10 a month for one person. So now we're at $30 for your means and your motivation. And if there's no Planet Fitness around you, Crunch Fitness will do the same thing. They are the same price. It's practically the same gym. So now we just need two more things, two more to actually finish this whole up. And both of them
Are free.
we need our visual motivation. Our visual motivation is a picture of someone or something that is the ideal body type of what we're trying to strive for. So me, I'm a weirdo. I've got my Spider-Man shirt, as we can see here. I'm a huge Peter Parker fan, and ever since I was a kid, I've loved the way that Mark Bagley draws his Spider-Man for that. But anyway, my ideal body type is the Mark Bagley Spider-Man drawing style. As you can see, he's an attainable look, but it's not too ripped. He's just really toned, and that's where I'm trying to get to. I've always been trying to get to that toned body style. My friend calls it a swimmer's build.
I can't swim though.
Okay, so now that we have a motivation, because you might have Henry Cavill or you might have Jason Momoa, I don't know. Like, there's different types of workouts for different body builds that you're trying to get to. Mine, to achieve a Spider-Man body build, would be a lot of calisthenics, a lot of body weights, and a couple of heavy weights just to get a little bit more bulk, but then like not a lot. Yeah, you'll learn it once you get into it. So we have our motivation. Now we need a workout, but I'm not gonna prescribe you a workout. I'm just gonna tell you, look, those same workouts that you're saying you can find on YouTube and all that stuff, you can find them and then bring it to somebody at Planet Fitness. They have people who literally work there that can show you how to do the exercise you're trying to do, or explain to you why you should want to do that exercise or incorporate one into your workout. Also, if you're just scared of people or you're shy, then what you want to do, you want to go to the 30-minute cardio room, where it's literally a 30-minute workout. There's a green light on the wall. When it turns green, start doing it. The workout's going to show you how to do it on the machine, and usually they're like a lot of machine presses, like backwards and forwards, or some flies with your shoulder and all that type of thing, and they'll get you toned up too. A lot of people say, oh man, I can't use machines because free weights will help me a whole lot faster. Well, if you're already overweight and you don't work out, then that means doing some activity will be better than doing nothing at all, right? And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get people into the gym. Everybody's different. So let's see, for $30 to $45, we can actually get you into doing something. So now you're taking care of your health and you're making positive strides. That's good. Okay, 2, you're going to get hurt. Not get hurt like as in like, you know, like break a bone or something, but I mean like get hurt as in your body's doing something that it doesn't know how to do. It's not used to it, and because of that, you're gonna hurt. It's gonna be sore. It's gonna be painful, but you're gonna have to push through the sore. I knew people who started, they were like, yeah man, I want to work out, I want to lose weight, and I took them to the gym with me. They didn't even do anything great. They didn't do anything fancy. They just did some push-ups, and they're like, I don't think I could do anymore. You gotta push through. You have to get used to it. You can't just give up. That's unfortunately hindering your process. You have to keep with it. There is no magic pill or no anything. You can change your diet and all that stuff to lose weight, but you still need to have stamina to keep up, and that's what we're doing when we work out. Now, how long should you do it? How many days should you do it? Okay, I think 3 days a week is good enough for regular people. But if you don't have 3 days a week, let's say you're only off on Saturdays and Sundays, okay, well then you just
Have to maximize the time that you have.
high intensity, 30 to 45 minutes in the gym. You will be fine as long as you maximize that time. That means no standing around looking at stuff. Pick up your weights, put them down, do what you got to do, and then move to the next exercise, because you're trying to get all the time that you can in at this gym. Secondly, what you want to do is you want to get yourself a good night of sleep, because you're going to be tired. You're probably going to get the best sleep of your life when you start working out. Once you start doing your thing, you're going to get really, really good sleep out of it, because your body's going to be so tired and so sore. Now, if you had a prior injury, and these things are completely optional for you to purchase, I would look into like some elbow bracers or knee braces and knee sleep. I got this one. I only paid $10 for it. This is actually really, really good. So how you would do it, put it around your leg, this middle section right here. All of it's Velcro, and I got it turned inside out because I was using it. And then this one right here is also turned inside out, but this is just a knee bracer. They're supposed to be made to keep your knee just in balance and in line so it doesn't overwork itself. I used this today for the first time, and I'm not really a fan of it because I learned its limit when I was doing some weighted lunges, and I knew I went too far. But the other one, that one gives me more pressure in the back of my knee, so it actually feels feels a whole lot better. That one's just like a sleeve that keeps me from going too far left or right, which is good for running, but it's not so much good for lunges. Whereas the other one is very good for lunges and jumping and going up and down some steps. But I found one from Equate for $10.92. That's at Walmart. Once again, we're doing all this on the lowest budget that we can find. So that was $10.92 from Equate. And then there's protein. Now, whey protein is for recovery. You don't need it, but it's gonna shorten your recovery time down. Now, what I found whey protein, it was by Body Fortress. It was not generic. It was the next step up in them, but this Body Fortress stuff was $16.98. I couldn't do it. Like, I tried it. I had peanut butter chocolate. It made me feel like I wasn't working out when I knew I was. And it didn't taste bad either. The same amount for that the big Body Fortress, which was like big giant tub, I paid that for this, which this is honestly, I guess it's better, but it's not as cheap. So this is just 1 pound. It tastes pretty good.
I only need 1 scoop.
And then into my milk and I'm ready to go. And this is also completely optional. So you might want a shaker cup. Shaker cup looks like this. It can be branded or unbranded. Basically, this is all they had. This was more expensive. It was $13 for this when the rest of them are like $7. So you don't need this though. I went to Dollar Tree and Dollar Tree just has regular old water bottles that are 24 ounce for, guess what, $1. You can use those, put your stuff in there, shake them up. Nothing about it is difficult. So you don't even need the shaker cup. You don't need the whey. You don't need the knee pads, the elbow bracers, none of that stuff. You don't need that. You can do it all, but those are just things that'll make it easy for you to do. But I would say I highly recommend the pre-workout, because if you don't want to work out, it will make you want to work out. But that's it, really. Just doing this stuff will get you to where you want to be. I'm not a super buff guy. Like I said in another video, I'm just a hair's breadth away from Peter Parker before he was bitten by a radioactive spider. I'm just a geek who somehow made it pretty far in the army. You should know that it's possible for geeks and nerds to succeed in an industry where you need to be built and tough. I made it, so anybody can. That's just my interpretation of the situation. That it's not big, but it works. But anyway, that was the video, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more stuff like this. And tap that like button and subscribe. If it's a life you have with Tess, that's me. Peace out.